Riverside Crafts. I'm Ray, and today we're going to be making this waterfall card. Okay, using this paper pad here, which is a Disney paper pad, and it's a card making paper pad, so it's got your papers and your toppers. So I'm just going to quickly show you what it means. We've got some really cute papers in it, and we've got solids, which is really good because then you've got the to do all your backing with. Dots, I love dots. Stripes, and then we get to papers, toppers. This is the one I'm going to be using today. I've cut it up so it will work for what I need it to. You've got sentiments, you've got a variety of different sorts of toppers in it to use, which is nice. So it's great for Christmas, great for batch making. You've got lots of different sentiments at the back, with wife, daughter, girlfriend, brother, sister, son, dad, all of those sorts of things on it, so you can make personalised cards for whomever. So anyway, that's the paper pad we're going to be using, and this is what we're going to be making. So let me get my little kit out. Here we go. I've got everything ready to go, more or less. So here we go. I've pre-cut all of my mat and layers, because it's just, you don't need to watch me do those, do you? So here we go. Right, first things first, half a piece of A4, okay, scored at 10.5 centimetres and folded. Top layer is at 10.5 centimetres, so a little tiny bit of red around the edge, and then this is at, no, that's at 10, and then this is at 9.5. Okay, so that's that piece done. So just so you know, first thing we've got to do is we've got to score our piece that we're going to use to do our mechanism with. So if you're scoring in centimetres, it's 1.5, 3, 4.5, and 6. Because I'm using inches on this one. That's what I've got. So I'm going to be going at 3/4, 1.5, 2.25, and then at 3. Right, so I've got that scored. As you can see, I've also put I've scored it the wrong end. Never mind, we can sort that in a minute. I'll turn it round so it goes around the other way. Let me do this again. Scored the wrong end. Too busy thinking about what everything else is going to do. 1.5, no, yeah. 2.25, and 3. Okay. Put that out of the way. So we are going to be bending and scoring it as we go. So we've got it normal. We need to get this so it's very happy to just bend. No, not going to have any bits that aren't going to sort of work quite easy. So we've got a bit like here where I've got decorative card and it's lifting up. We don't want that to catch, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue under it, using my favourite glue again, which is the Pin Flares Bookbinders glue, because it has a nice fast grab on it, nice tight little nozzle, so you can get it where you want it. So you know, favourite glue. Right, now I'm just going to look at my mechanism a second while I'm thinking. I'm going to start to glue on my green pieces here. These are my muffin layers, and I'm going to put them in place because I'm going to be using them to make to sort of hold it all together. So I'm just going to start now. So I've got this here is all the folded end, as you can see on my strip of card. This strip of card, by the way, is all of this is 5 centimeters wide, so 2 inches. But it's up to you and depends on what toppers you're putting on it. Right, so I've got my score lines here. I'm just going to put a bit of glue there because I'm going to put my first piece on like so. Okay. My next one, I'm making sure that it's staying in that square, and I'm lining them up because I want them all to sit nicely one on top of the other, not going all squiffy. So I'm just taking my time. As you can see, I've outlined this with stitches. I've used a white gel pen because the paper's dark, so it just shows up that a bit better. So that's going to sit like so for a minute. Oops, dropped a piece. Having one of those mornings, afternoons and evenings, actually. Right, just got to find the bits I've got here because I've just dropped them all, which is not what I want. This one's a nice one to do for kids because with it having a moving mechanism, the kids really like that, so it sort of helps. Right, so I'm just going to put my matte layers on while it's just setting and gluing, so that the mechanism is nicely sorted out. Make sure I've got this the right way around. One on. Okay. Then the next one in. Just put it down. There we go. So I'm just gluing on my topper, which I've trimmed, and then put red round it just to give it a bit more of a thing. And as you can see, I'm just sorting out my mechanism so it rolls as I go. And because I'm doing that, I'm just making sure that all my folds are neat when I'm doing it at the same time, and that my layers are all going in the right place and not moving things when I'm putting them around. There we go, that's better. That's better. Right, so I've done that bit. Put Pluto on, one of my favourite characters I think from Disney. Always happy to see you. There we go. And the last one, I'm just going to fold him up here a minute. Get him going nicely. Here we go. The last one's going on. And that's Donald again. There we go. Right. So this is going just here, like so. So my mechanism is now sitting like that, ready, so that when I pull it, it will flip like so. You see? Alright, so that's that happening. My topper now sitting there ready to go. Oh no, it's not. I've got to put my little tab on. Let's put my tab on. This is just a 1-inch circle cut with a punch, and I'm just going to put it on the bottom like so. Let it glue in place, and then in a minute, when we've got everything working, we'll pull on it. So card, here it comes, matte and layering a card. There we go, put that on there like so. There we go, wonderful. That's done that bit. This is going to come in here like so, because that's the bit that this is going to run through. So this is going to sit here and run through. So look, we're going to be about there, I think. Okay. I'm just going to put this in. Where I want it to go. Like so. Wait for that to glue. Okay, so now then when I pull him down, oh, it's not doing it. Well, oh, it's because I haven't got that bit on it, hasn't it? And hold him there, and there he goes. Alright, so I'm just going to put my hold on over that. So that's going to sit there. So that's sitting so nicely, just that, like so. So that when I then pull my tab, it will all come down quite nicely. So here we are, sitting there, just got to wait for it to dry. While it's drying, I'm just going to put my stitching on it with a pen. Now I like to do a little bit of faux stitching because I think it just brings it up a bit from where it was sitting and makes it look just a little bit more crafted rather than just being straight from the paper. It's sort of, you've given it a little bit more thought and comfort. There we go. So, using the same packs and making it sort of like same card, different colourways. There we go. Looking good. So, I hope you like them. And come and join me next week for another card. We've got something else to have a look at next week, something slightly different. So I thought it would be nice to just do a waterfall card, nice and simple, brilliant for a child. Hope you liked it. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.